them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out.
Welcome to the historic inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens on Sunday Night Primetime. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. DeMarcus Lawrence there on the stop. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Raven first down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nick Emanwari. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
That's a heck of a stop there defensively, Mike. 2nd and inches, you're thinking the first down is pretty much a formality, but not for this defense. They pack it in tight, they sell out on the run, and they're going to force this team to snap it again on 3rd down.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Milroe gonna look to run it himself. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Now they'll throw it with Milroe. A dive, but he let him too much. It's incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
On third down, Milroe on the run to the right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike. He gets there for the sack, setting up fourth down. Fairbairn's kick is good, and the Seahawks are out to an early 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A big play there for Baltimore to gain of 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. He's taken down just shy of the 10. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Baltimore.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get in.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. On the zone read, this is Milroe. And that one is snuffed out. Going to lose yardage. Back to the 3.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc. And that's exactly what happened here.
From the gun on third down, it's Milroe. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 3-0 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter as they've got it with first and 10.
Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. This one not quite on target. got him too much, and that one falls incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now give on the ground, and he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Milroe. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. On 1st and 10, Jackson going up top and looking for Flowers. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Tackled there by Trenton Simpson. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Out of the gun, it's Milroe. He's got it inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Seahawks. That his first touchdown this year.
We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very...
Oh, a loose football. Looks like one of the Ravens was able to fall on it. Yes, indeed they did. So Baltimore will keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing Jackson. And that is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down. Ravens sending the punt team out there. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 25. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Now, Milroe, this is a designed run, and he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 5. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Milroe on third down. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Lester on the return. And it's a decent return. Gets some of that yardage back before he's forced out of bounds. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not having it. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On the option, they give it to Henry. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
No, we change. 13. Hey.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over possession here at the 44.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Here we go. Top of the range. Pass it all 80.
On first down, it's Milroe. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Walker. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz. Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game. All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. Now it's Milroe. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Seahawks first down. Milroe. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
To throw again is Milroe. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Seattle. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Fairbairn's good on the point after. And the Seahawks move further out in front. It is now 17-0. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Showing off the big legs. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
We take. Hey, Ozzy, ready. Hey.
A first down throw for Jackson. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last two drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
18 Cardinal, 18 check, hurt.
They'll run here with Walker. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Once again, it's Walker. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. Talk things over before third down. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we're at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. throw on first down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. Here's Milroe to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
That is hard. And he will go all the way. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Seahawks able to add on. It is now 27-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it with Henry. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
From the 41. Here's second down and 4. We'll go again here with Henry. And we'll bring this up to the 48-yard line. And that's a first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Baltimore.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a second and 9. Now Jackson. Moving outside the pocket. He'll look for Flowers downfield. And he's in! Jay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tyler Loop now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens are able to edge a bit closer. Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. Showing off the big legs. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Somehow, he manages to get 4 yards out of that.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and 5.
Drop 50.
Throwing is Milroe. Flush to his right. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. Roquan Smith. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. This will be returnable from his own 15. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a big one for the Ravens. 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
We change it. Sit on.
From the gun, Jackson. This one caught downfield by Flowers. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now, Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Jackson up top again. And he'll take this down to the 6th. That's good enough for 1st down. 1st and goal.
No, we changed it.
Now it's Jackson. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points. At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Let's go now. Moving like these.
Walker now gets us going here in the 4th quarter. The ball comes out. One of the Ravens has it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. Second down, they need 7. Now Milroe, forced to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They get 15 on that game. First down, Seattle.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Milroe. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll air one out for Palmer. That is brought in. And he will score. Craig Palmer. Touchdown, Baltimore. On is Luke to add the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Ravens back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They face second down and 7.
Hey, check that, check that. Alert, alert,
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up third down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Let's go now.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him. And as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked. And the defense is able to get home.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. They'll drop to throw. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jackson out to his right. Taking off. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down. Throwing Jackson. To the goal line and in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown Ravens. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Even with their full complement of timeouts, the call is to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Okay, break. Hey, check that. Street.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. It's going to be their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They finish off the first month of the season perfect as the victory runs their mark to 4-0. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night.